Up, y'all? What is going on? Sorry for the horrendous down angle. This tripod is broken and it will literally only shoot on this angle. So I wish it could be a 0.5. But yeah, here we are. This is the setup. Welcome to my studio. I have this big ass professional easel I got on Facebook Marketplace like 2 days ago. And I drove all the way to fucking Orlando for that shit. So yeah. Well, I haven't. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, y'all. That was hella unprofessional. Don't mind me. I don't know if y'all have seen like that TikTok that's like a ghost. A ghost.
Oh my god, there's a ghost. There's a ghost.
I swear guys, we got some evil spirits in here, some ghosts. But yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Sorry, maybe I will cut this part out because I just have to gather shit. But that should be. Wait, to buy this t-shirt. Anyways, how what is up? Hey mamas. I have a voice recording going on my phone because, fun fact, the battery cage does not work on Grace's camera, and that's low-key my fault. I don't know if that shit was working, but I dropped it in but yeah. Fuck it, we ball. Right. So what we are doing today is a little painting. I think this is 20 by 20. I've been trying to go a little bigger, but step 1 under painting. I already gessoed the canvas, so this is really step 2. But this podcast is kind of just inspired by, I guess, I get bored when I'm painting by myself. So sometimes I'll talk to my long distance bestie Anna, who lives in Chicago. But I'm a little tired of spamming her phone, so I thought, why not do a podcast? And yeah, I used to have a podcast in high school, and it was really funny, but I unfortunately wiped it from the internet because I was a little embarrassed. But yeah, this one's gonna be probably a different vibe. Just gonna be me. I don't really have any friends who paint, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm starting off with a neon pink underpainting, and I'm adding some metallic acrylic to it. So, I don't know. It's so watered down that I doubt it'll be metallic. But, I thought we'd try it out. So, let me see if y'all can still see. Awesome! Video's still working. But yeah. Step 1 of any painting is the underpainting. Yeah. I tend to go for I really like neon pink as an underpainting. A lot of people also go for a neon orange, which I think can be cool. But it really depends what kind of piece you're doing. Because obviously if you're going for a cool color palette, don't. Well, I mean, you could if you wanted that contrast, but It's up to you, really. I, like, don't know if it makes the hugest difference, I'm gonna be real. Unless you're, like, going for that vibe where it can kind of show through. Which I try to do, and I always end up overworking the canvas, and then I just kind of go for, like, a full coverage vibe. But, yeah. I always start with an underpantsing. Yeah. Okay, we ball. I think maybe it has a metallic tone to it, but probably not. Literally given the brush. For this piece, I'm going to be painting a mouth and some grills. And it was kind of inspired by this, like, project I did for my printmaking class that I literally dropped out of last semester because I fucking hated that class. But it was a stencil project, which I wasn't really a fan of stencil work, even though I kind of use it for my collages, but fuck you, we ball. And I did, like, grills, and I did it, like, so fucking last minute, kind of. Like, I finished it, I don't know. I did the first couple of studio, like, class sessions, just kind of figuring out what to do and, like, doing a sketch of this, and maybe I would do, like, a still life for this. And I ended up settling on this picture I found on Pinterest of, like, these grills. I ended up, like, just taking the reference and putting, like, some star grills on it. And I, like, on that third day in class, I got pretty far in, and I took it home, and I was like, let's just finish it. I'm, like, basically there anyways. So I finished it. And then my bitch ass drops on the floor. I got a fucking stain on it in the wrong place. And I ended up, like, cutting it, but I couldn't cut it any smaller because, like, there's a size requirement. So I just, like, brought it to school, and, like, I ended up skipping the class after that. My beef. I just, like, genuinely don't really like school that much. Because I already finished it, but in hindsight, I wish I added more. So, like, you know, whatever. And then, literally in critique, my fucking teacher, shout out, printmaking staff, she was, I don't know, she mentioned the stain, I was like, yeah, I was super careful with it, but I was at home, and, you know, I did it, and I finished it, and dropped it on the ground, and I got a stain, blah, blah, blah. And literally in front of the whole class, she was like, or one of the next days in lecture, talking about the next project, she was like, yeah, actually all of your projects should be finished in the studio. And I was like, okay. And, like, I have anxiety, like, so bad. And I would be so anxious in that class. Because it was a 3-hour class, and I didn't know a ton of people. So I ended up just feeling, like, I don't know, awkward and, like, It was a night class, and I would just, like, rip the Benjamin, like, so intensely. And, yeah. But not a great time. I ended up dropping the class. But, like, whatever, those are the rules. Like, that makes perfect sense. There's studio for a reason, whatever. Even though I could do it at home, it was a pretty small project. But just, like, talk to me, like, privately. Just be like, hey, you know, I don't know if you know, maybe this is your first studio class, whatever, but we actually, like, prefer that you finish the assignments in the studio so that, you know, we can help you, or, you know, doesn't get messy in your dorm, whatever, there's no damage, and, like, bring it back and forth. I would totally understand. I'd be like, thank you, I actually didn't know that, you know, I'll make sure I keep a note of that. But yeah, I ended up just skipping a lot of class because I was kind of just getting through a rough time, and I think I got to the point where I would, like, be at a C or maybe lower than that, so I just dropped the class. But yeah, now we have our underpainting, so you could just, like, paint on the top. Alright, so it did happen. The camera went out, but we're back. Let's see. This is like low-key hard when you haven't even put anything on the painting, but sometimes it's a little helpful. ASMR. Maybe I'll move my phone a little closer so I can hopefully get the strokes a little better, but at first it's gonna be hard to, I guess, see where it's supposed to go. So I usually do this whole process like twice before I even lay any paint on. And I'll never like go into a painting just like without, I guess, comparing. But yeah. Trust the process, y'all. I know it looks rough. Ooh. I fell. You fell. Alright. Trust the process. Let's see. I really wish I had a projector. I think that might be my next, like, gadget I get for my art. Cause, like, just saves time. I know there's some discourse on, like, whether or not it's cheating. I don't think it's cheating. I also, like, used to be a real tracer back in the day. And in all fairness, I would, like, pass that shit off as, like, oh, I just freeballed that, but there's no shame in tracing. I like trace, everybody traces in, like, printmaking. And it's still, like, your creation, I guess. I follow this one artist, Thomas Minnick, on Instagram and, like, YouTube and stuff, and I think he's really talented. And he brought up something that I don't really agree with, but it was basically, like, if you're not taking the reference picture for a painting, it's, like, cool and all, but, you know, did you really have, it's not, like, I would say yours. That's what he meant by that. I don't really agree with that because I feel like you can take this, like, two people can take the same reference picture and just get something, like, so different. It's like, you're just not able to go take pictures of some things all the time. That said, it's great to do a still life every once in a while, or, like, a portrait, or, like, take your own reference pictures. Just because you have more control over the lighting and shit like that, but it's really hard for me to find inspiration if, like, I just don't really take pictures like that with, like, painting in mind, but it's starting to come together. It's looking like a mouth. Teeth are, like, always fucking hard for me. I know they're, like, hard for most people because they're easy to get, like, creepy, but it's a little easier when they're at this, like, big scale. Alright, yo. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, I can tell somebody's really fucking off already. Just by that tooth right there. Oh, that's okay. This is, like, my least favorite part of fucking painting. Because they're just so... if you don't have a good sketch, good fucking luck, honestly. But, let's see if I can fix this. It's so hot right now. Alright. It's getting a little better. It's definitely not there yet, but looks a little wispy right now, I'm gonna be real. Alright. You know, I just had a thought. I actually want to do a fucking blue underpainting. In my head I was like, I'm gonna do a blue underpainting because I'm gonna be doing mainly brown paint and blue would look cool. It's too fucking light, so whatever. Anyways, take another picture. It looks really wispy right now. It's giving like horsey mouth, but same thing. Right now I'm listening to Katie Evans' solo album. She is so fine. She's tall, but I don't know if I can handle all that. Dude. Alright, boys. Let's see how off we are. Fucking hate painting fucking teeth, bro. It sucks. I think I am going for a more realistic color palette here, which is kind of crazy for me personally, because like I'll never just go for a realistic color palette. Usually do monochromatic or complementary. TBH, but low-key think like a realistic color palette is kind of weird. And especially with skin tones, there is a lot of room for error. But fuck it, we ball. It should start coming together soon. But I want to do like a celebrity portrait some. Just cause like I like doing portraits, but I don't have any fucking people to paint. I like doing self-portraits, which like, I don't know, isn't for everyone, and I used to like hate doing self-portraits because I would like always feel like I just couldn't draw myself well. But I mainly like do paintings for my girlfriend because like, I don't know, I don't have the wall space for all the fucking paintings I do. And I don't really like to hold on to the originals, so that means I'll be painting like me and her. Nice portrait. Just really an excuse to do a self-portrait sometimes, but that's okay. But yeah, I don't really know what celebrity I would like paint, cause I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe like the girlies from Muna, just because they're so fucking sexy, but I don't know which one. Maybe Naomi, cause low-key, they're the sexiest. I gotta go mask for mask. To be page. But yeah. What up, y'all? This motherfucking thing shut off again. So let's see if it works. to it. I don't have my palette today that I like working with, so I'm going to be using their shitty, well, not shitty, but it's not like a flat palette, which I like working with oils because you can get like that gradation, but alas, alright, I'm gonna be doing it, so fuck you. Alright, y'all, so I think, yeah, I left my oil paints at my girlfriend's. That's right, I have a girlfriend. So this is what we're gonna leave for today. I'm gonna edit in the next one. Usually I was hoping to like get down the first layer, but I was painting at my girl's house and I left my paints and my palette there, so that's how we're gonna leave it. It looks pretty good. The tea still probably needs some fixing, but looking pretty. Oh, you know what I can actually draw in also is the grills. So you're gonna get my paint paper. Pick some fucking grills. Let's see. I fucking love, like, I love fried chicken. I don't know if you've seen that fucking clip of, like, Brittany Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes. And it's like, what's your husband's cheat day meal? It's just like, fried chicken or something like that. He's like, no, it's not. I don't even like fried chicken. But
What's my favorite cheat day meal?
Fried chicken.
No.
Chicken fried steak.
No.
And mashed potatoes.
Mexican food.
Oh.
Especially the Tex-Mex.
back to it. Oh, fuck. Just painting. Not painting yet, but drawing, I guess, some motherfucking metal. Yo. I'm looking at what kind of girls I want to do. I was going to do something like a star. So let's see, boys. When I was doing the stencil, like, what I was talking about, the star literally fucking sucked. I had to do like the shadows as a different layer and the highlights, and there was this tiny little fucking surface. And I fucking hated that class, bro. I'm telling you. Fuck y'all! If you know that like Glorilla song, TikTok, fuck y'all! The fuck? But yeah, I fucking hated that class. I really, truly hated it. It was a night class, 6 to fucking 9:15, and y'all know they keep us till fucking 9:15 every single fucking 2 days a week. But I fucking hate college. I only have like one semester left. This is my announcement, everybody. I'm not getting my degree in graphic design. Just gonna get a fucking stupid ass poli-sci, but I low-key have no idea what to do after, cause I don't know, there are like, you don't need a graphic design degree, but it's helpful for the connection, so low-key I might go for like a certificate from another college, but I would only really want to do that if we could be in person. I do kind of want to go for my MFA, or like my Master's of Design perhaps. But I would want it to be funded because, like, I do not want to pay for a fucking MFA. But yeah. Then I could be a professor if I wanted to, like, I don't know. But I have no idea if you can, like, get an MFA without having a BFA. It's probably, I know it's, like, competitive to get a funded one, so. Low key? I don't know, but. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Gainesville. Said every U.S. student ever. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of you get what you pay for, kind of. If that makes sense. That doesn't make any sense, but it's a nice college town, I guess. It's like a nice city light, I guess, because, like, you can go to the club all in the same street and, like, walk home, you know? And rent is, you know, it's not great, but South Florida is fucking insane, so it's definitely, like, better than that. Like, I wouldn't have been able to move out to South Florida, and, like, every time I go down to South Florida, I'm like, y'all, I cannot live here again. It's too fucking hot. It's going to be fucking warming, y'all. It's too hot. So fucking hot. But yeah, low-key, me and my girlfie, Annie, Cat, we're thinking about Chicago. Been thinking about it for a while. I've been there once. It was only like a couple days, and we got to see the city, and it was just like so pretty. Of course I like wish I could have seen more, I guess. I also like don't really know, I guess, exactly what to look for in the city, because I'm going again this summer for a longer amount of time. But like, what do you check out, you know? But for like a major city, it seemed pretty chill and like, I would already have something like lined up, so that takes a bit of the stress out of it. I definitely want to go to like a city after graduation. I'm not really thinking about like any other places. I have family in California, and like I definitely like California, especially like SoCal. Cause like you get the beach and whatever, but I don't think I could do fucking LA, cause I hate like car town, and there's some good parts of it. Like I do like having a car, I guess. But paying for parking everywhere and like not being able to find for it, I don't want to fucking deal with it. So if I'm gonna be like moving to a big city, I want to be able to take the bus. And I fucking love the bus. I love the bus. Nobody gets the bus like I do. I love the bus, and like I loved the train while we were there. I genuinely don't love driving every day. It's fun like every once in a while, but